Afraid of drowning.
Yo, what's up guys? Today I am going to try to start filming a video on working on my 240. This right here is a 1993 Nissan 240. I picked it up in December in New Jersey. It's originally from Illinois. I am the fourth owner, which is pretty cool. Pretty clean, pretty stock. The only small amount of rust is on the lower quarters because there were mud flaps on there, so it was keeping a lot of gunk and water in there. So other than that, yeah, the only thing that's really been done to it so far is a previous owner did a manual swap, S14 interior, and the NVIDIA exhaust, which sounds okay. I want it to be a little bit louder. Eventually go with a different exhaust route. But yeah, I've been driving it off and on for a few months now. I had to put 3 different starters in. I'll show a clip here. I took the starter out and the starter's dead, but what? What? Yeah, the first starter went. I did new plugs, new wires, was having a rough idle, so figured out that was injector number 2. After I did that, it stopped starting, so I thought I flooded the motor somehow with gas. Turns out that wasn't the case. Turns out the starter, the housing broke and got stuck into the flywheel, and the solenoid just went bad. So a buddy of mine gave me a used starter to put it in, worked good for like a few weeks, and then the solenoid on that died as well. Finally bought a brand new starter, put it in, so if that one goes, at least it's under warranty. But yeah, got a bunch of new parts that are going on. So that's what this video is going to kind of be about. I just want to document the process of building this car because this is something I've wanted for a really long time. I've always wanted a convertible, always really liked 240s, so 240 Vert made sense. Nobody really builds them cool except for my buddy Brian, who has a lot of inspiration in this build. He built a car in the same direction that I want to go into. Very, you know, Y2K. I want to do a little bit more late 90s. So yeah, I got a kit. I'll show you in a little bit. Got some new coilovers. I got a 5-lug swap. I got some new wheels. Got some new tails. A few other things. So start the process now, and yeah, let me show you around the car a little bit. All right, so I just took it to the studio today. I went and packed up some orders. Took it for the last drive as a stock suspension car. So brought it home, put it on jack stands, getting ready for a long weekend. So this video will kind of be over a course of the next few days. I don't know if you can see, but I already did Ray Brigg headlights, the original ones. I don't know if you can see the little emblem. So Sylvia actually bought Ray Brigg out and still makes Ray Briggs, but just without the emblem on them. The OG ones have the emblem on them. All right, so S14 interior, not in terrible shape, definitely needs to be cleaned. Top works, everything works in this. The dash is uncracked. I usually keep it with a car cover over it, keep it nice. Top has like a few little tears, nothing really major, definitely wrinkly in the back, but I need a new window. That as a whole, the top is starting to come across there, and there's another hole right over there. So they definitely need to be replaced. I need the X for the emblem, for straight edge. The gas cap is with Brian because he used it to paint match my kit. Yeah, pretty excited. I got some paint match mirrors I'm gonna put on as well. So, gonna start the process by, I think what we're gonna do first, take the wheels off and do the wire tuck. Definitely need to do the wire tuck on this like right away. So, yeah, we'll do that. Tomorrow I am going to pick up my kit and my 5-lug swap from Brian down in Maryland. So we're gonna take the van right here, me and hopefully Isaac. We're gonna take that down to Brian's house, pick up the kit, and pick up the 5-lug swap and a few other things that I have that I'm getting from him, and then start working on this tomorrow night, I guess. Next clip should be us taking the van tomorrow. So yeah, here we go. All right. Alright, the van made it. We made it to Maryland. We're at Brian's house now. Let's watch Brian work on his car.
Gonna grind it. Oh, that sucks. Just gonna grind.
So while we're here, Brian is paint matching my headlight housings for me. So these will be paint matched with the car. So just a little quick paint real quick. Should look cool. Let me see the header. Oh yeah, that look good. That looks real good.
Straight pipe.
Straight pipe.
Straight pipe. No pipe.
You could hide so much stuff in there too.
Like us.
I love that these are, this is limited edition.
Facts. Very limited.
Yeah, hit the frame, grind down the trends a little bit.
Just start shaving everything. Just cut your rails.
He
off.
just
Shave
closed.
my tie rod in.
You close your eyes and just start.
If you cut the rails off, you'll be...
That's what I need to do. It's starting to split again right here.
Really?
Right where I attached it.
Alright, so I'll show you guys the kit real quick. So, Brian painted my Urus Type S side skirts for me. Got these mirrors from Brian that he painted as well. This is my Urus GT rear bumper. So, I'm excited to put that on. Imported that over from Japan as well as the side skirts. Monkey magic. And then I bought this bumper from Brian. This is his Duloc bumper that's now mine. And then he went ahead and did a few repairs and painted it for me. Really excited to get this whole kit on. We're gonna load it up in the van in a minute and then head out. This is Brian's brother Jake. This is his FC. It's so sick. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. It's Friday, and I gotta go get tires mounted on the new wheels. The new wheels are actually stored in the garage right now, so I'm gonna take everything out of the van and then load up the wheels and the tires in here. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Now I gotta take the car out of the garage because I stored my wheels in the car. But in order to take the car out, I gotta take the scooter out first. So a lot of moving stuff around. So I guess let's put this over here for now. And then let's go ahead and start the car. Temporarily threw the wheels in here, so here's one of them. Two more are back here, and then one more is in the mess of a garage. So go ahead and load these up in the van. All right, good morning. It is what is it, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday morning, and I did a little bit of work to the 240 yesterday. Longer start to get started today because I don't know if you can tell by the way I'm dressed, but it is cold outside. There's no sun out. Yesterday, did a few things. Went ahead and got tires mounted. Shout out to Slanga or Rusty for mounting the tires for me so quick. These are Work CR Kais. Two of them have the lettering, and then two of them don't have the lettering. They are 17 by 9 plus 38, so I'm going to definitely have to run a spacer, which is fine. Doing the 5 lug swap, so these will mount right up. And then for tires, 205/40s on the 9 wide. So I think the stretch looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good. So I'm excited to see those on the car. Yesterday, went ahead and did was took off both fenders. I took off the front bumper, took off both front wheels. So I'm going to continue that today. I'm going to tuck both the harnesses, so this side. So first things first is I'm going to cut this little A-pillar off, and then I'm going to take all this off the wiring harness, then wrap it notch right here, I believe, so the wiring can sit on top of this. I'm also told that I should hammer this up flat, so see how it's kind of curved downwards? We're going to hammer it so that way it sits nice and flat. I have some photos to use as a reference. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm also going to reroute this to be a hood cable, because if you can see, the hood cable goes along the bottom, and I don't want to rub through that, so we're going to go ahead and move that on top as well. I'll try to show as much as I can while working on this. I'm not really the best at working on cars and filming. I kind of just do stuff and then film it after, I guess. Before we start, definitely unplug the negative on your battery terminal, because while you're tucking the wiring harness and everything, you don't want something to accidentally touch and short out. So first things first is we're going to go ahead and take that battery terminal off. Safety glasses, check. Cutter, check. 240 that's ready to be cut, check. I already started a little bit, but we're going to take this whole pillar off now. It's hard to get a good angle while I cut, but this top piece is already cut through. Alright, little update. Actually, big update. I definitely didn't film enough. But anyway, the wire tuck is done. Probably not as pretty as some other people's, but you know, it worked. I'm kind of worried about the position of the zip tie. I feel like that might hit the tire, so that might have to get redone. But yeah, another thing I didn't know that I had to do until Caleb, my halo is for sale, and Isaac told me to do was there's like this lip, so I had to beat all that up with a hammer, and then this lip right down here looks like shit right now with the red spray paint, but had to beat all of this in. And the reason you do that is so that way you can run bigger wheels and stuff. Smashed all that with a hammer. I'm going to pick up a new can of primer tomorrow so I can prime this all and make it look a little bit nicer. But yeah, this should be good. I don't think this will be an issue unless I go with like a big angle kit, which I don't foresee me doing for a while, so that's fine for now. And then we go over to the other side, and the other side is also done. This car is previously wired for a system for 2 amps, so a 4-channel amp and a sub amp, so big ass power wire. Did the same thing over here, tucked it all up nice. Went ahead and smashed all of that up, flattened all of this up with a hammer, so that's good. I also took the front suspension out already. Probably the easiest thing I've done so far. All right, so now that that's done, I am going to go ahead and do the rear suspension. So I gotta take the rear out. I heard the top in the verts is a little bit hard to get to, so I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out how to get in there and take the rear suspension off, so that way tomorrow when I come out here I can start working on the 5 lug swap. I think that's going to be probably the most pain in the ass part of this whole thing. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to try to show a little bit of that since I didn't really show much of the other work. Alright, so I don't know if you can see, but I'm not going to film this because it's really hard to film, but essentially with the convertibles underneath, like here, there's like a little rubber cover on top of where the bolts for the coilover sit. So I am going to pop that off and then try to see if I can get one of my ratcheting wrenches in there to take it off. So that's the next step. We'll see how it goes. Who knows? As you can see, the rear suspension is out. Yeah, doesn't look too bad under there. This was the most pain to get out. So I had to reach all the way back in there, in that dark hole, to get 2 bolts out on each side. Same with this, all the way back in there. Terrible. There's 2 bolts on each of the suspension. And yeah, they took me an hour to get those 4 bolts out. It's kind of crazy. All the stock suspension had the original gaskets in there too. But yeah, all that's out now. And now tomorrow I'm gonna start with doing the 5-lug swap. And I got some other stuff that I gotta put back here too. Hit me up. Stock suspension from a 1993 240. No low ballers, I know what I got. Alright, gonna call it a night. And then come out here early tomorrow. It's supposed to be really nice out tomorrow, so I'm excited to keep working on it. But I'm pretty tired and pretty sore. We're gonna go ahead and finish cleaning up, go inside, take a shower, eat some food, and then see what tomorrow brings. Cool. Very excited. Also, maybe I'll do a video on this soon. God, I love that car. Alright, bit of an update. Today is Monday. I didn't film yesterday, which was Saturday. Or no, yesterday was Sunday. Long weekend. Didn't film much yesterday because I was just really busy trying to do a bunch of stuff. So I think the last time we let off, everything was kind of starting to come out of the car. Yesterday, Isaac and Jake stopped by for like a few minutes. We got a little bit more done. So rear hub is in. Jake did that for me. I put the control arm and the tow arm in the rear today. Put one of the front hub assemblies on yesterday. The other side is currently out. So I'm about to put the new hub in there. And then we gotta do this front, but this front's like super easy. What you have to do is just pop the cap off, pull the cotter pin out, or unbolt it, and then pull the, oh, you gotta pull the brake off too. But yeah, you just pull this right off. This is one of the old fronts. Look how bad this is. Yeah, that's gross. It's like matted together, so the rotor and the hub assembly are stuck together. I'm glad that I'm doing all this, because whether I would have done the 5-lug swap or not, all of the brakes and everything would have needed to be redone. I thought I would be a lot better at filming and working at the same time, but my hands get pretty dirty, and I don't really want to get this new camera that I got all gross. So I've been just kind of chugging along, trying to get through it. Thought I'd be a lot further than I was right by now, but some of the back bolts are pretty rough, so it took a while to get them out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing this rear hub assembly. I think Isaac and Pat are coming over a little bit later today, so we'll see how far we get. Hopefully pretty far. Oh, sick, I just found a dime. Yeah, we'll check back in when there's a little bit more progress, I guess. Cool. Alright, well, it's been a few weeks. Oh, hold on. Alright, well, it's been a few weeks since that last clip was filmed. Since then, I've done a lot with the car. I've driven the car a lot, brought it to some meets and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to just make like a quick ending to this video, show the car, just go over a few things with it. I'll do like a video more on the finished build a little bit later. So for now, let's go ahead and take the car cover off, and then yeah, I'll show you guys the finished product. What's up, man? So I keep the car cover on the car, put it on like every night. It's a pain in the ass to get in and out of the driveway with the kit on. I could definitely get it in the driveway though, if I wanted to. I just gotta take the bumper and the skirts off. Let's put the car cover on the daily. Oh, I also went ahead and took the Tesla wheels off of the daily for the winter and put my my Myrtle chutes back on it. So yeah, daily's looking good. So this is how the car turned out. Show you guys a few things with it. Try not to keep this ending too long. The kit looks so good on this. So we have a Urus GT rear bumper, Urus Type S side skirts, and then on the front we have a pretty rare Duluck front bumper. This front bumper actually belonged to Brian, who you saw in some of the clips earlier. Yeah, so this used to be his. He went ahead and painted it for me, paint matched it as good as he could with the gas cap that I gave him. A little bit off, definitely brighter, so eventually I'll get the whole car repainted, or I'll get the kit paint matched better to the car, but for now, yeah, it looks pretty good, especially in the sun right now. I went ahead and got this steering wheel on a auction from Japan. So I bought it used. It was listed as a Hitman. I don't really know if it is, but I'm gonna tell people it is because that's what it was listed as. So yeah, if you actually buy a Works Bell quick release in the US, I think they go for like 400 or something. I think like Vertex and a few other companies sell them, which is kind of crazy. Or you could find one on Yahoo Japan auctions. So if you use like a proxy server like Buy or something, you could find them for like between 150 200 bucks and then spend another 40 bucks on shipping. So still pretty cheap. So yeah, I got that for the interior. Other interior stuff I did, I got this shift knob pretty recently. Has some like liquid in there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Glitter, and a fan turns on, it changes colors. Pretty cool. It's not hooked up yet because I don't have a cigarette lighter, and I just have like the USB, and this requires a cigarette lighter, so I have an adapter coming in. You can see all the liquid in there. Pretty sick. I also had a really cool radio. I'll put a clip in here. So the reason why the radio is not in anymore is because I was putting in my subwoofer and had the car on, had the amp on, and I plugged the RCA wires into the wrong spot and broke something on the head unit. So it's at a shop right now trying to be repaired. Hopefully it can be repaired. I also went ahead and put this illuminated cluster from the early 2000s. I got it imported over from Japan. So I went ahead and put that in there. I wired that all up to a switch. You're not gonna be able to see it right now, so I guess I'll have to do another video later, but yeah, it's all like kind of blue and teal backlit. It's really bright at night, which is sick. And then I also put blue LED lights in my needles. So everything at night looks really sick. I guess I have a clip of that I can put in here too. And then when everything's lit up at night, the steering wheel looks sick. I have black LED lights underneath the floorboards, so everything looks sick. The floor mats and the head unit that I had or have is actually the same as the Central Boss S13 demo car from 2007. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's what my interior looks like, and then that's what the Central Boss demo car looks like. Yeah, that was the car. That was the interior. So pretty close. There's mine. Really stoked to find these floor mats. Oh, I put the Euro tails on too. Put this little Urus sticker on. I actually bought this Urus sticker and these Urus stickers before I even had the car. So kind of was always the vision, was to have a S13 with a Urus kit. So really excited how this came out, and it drives great. Had to do a few things also after it was all done. So after I got done building it and driving it for like a week or two, started to form like a really bad oil leak. Like oil was pissing out of the motor. So I brought it down to my buddy Josh and his buddy Nick, who own a garage in South Jersey called Nocturnal Garage. And they went ahead and put a new timing chain kit on there for me. The old timing chain had a bunch of slack in it. A lot of the gaskets and seals were all dry and rotted, so whole refresh on that. So now it's not leaking oil. New water pump went on too, obviously. So all that's on there, which is great. Trying to think what else. Still got to get rid of the short shifter and put a OEM shifter on, but that new shift knob is helping out a lot. Yeah, I am enjoying the car a lot. I really like driving it. I've had to fix a few things on the bumper, a few cracks and stuff from hitting things, but luckily Brian gave me some touch-up paint. Just been driving it and enjoying it. If there's anything else that you guys want to know about the car or anything, just leave a comment or whatever. Maybe I'll do a video on it at night, show some of the like interior lights, show how the steering wheel looks with the lights on. Oh, I broke the antenna. I have a new one coming though. So, and I got a sick antenna topper coming. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna bring this to any events this summer. I might. I would like to bring it to one event at least, because I worked really hard to put this together and I'm really proud of it. So I would like to share it with my friends and all the supporters and stuff at an event. I definitely want to bring the Mark III to a lot of events this year too. I got some plans to kind of refresh the Mark III up. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys will see this at an event. Like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see. Cool. Thank you guys for watching the video, and go shop at AFRAIDOFDROWNING.com. Thanks. Later, guys.
Goodbye.